Hi, Jane here again, and I've got my 3 dogs here again, and this time I also have my daughter Stephanie joining us.
Hi.
This time, what I'd really like to talk about is the most difficult part about owning a dog, and that's when you have to say goodbye. So when we knew that we were ready to take on another dog, I really wanted to adopt the dog from the pound. And conveniently, where we lived, the pound was across the street from where my oldest daughter was playing t-ball. And I know you don't remember any of this, but Dad would watch her play t-ball, and you and I would go over to the pound. And one time when we were there was a beautiful tricolored border collie.
So Molly was beautiful and she was smart, but she was kind of snippy and difficult at some times. We really didn't know what her background was, but we loved her and she became a part of our family.
So Molly was a border collie. She was always a little bit difficult. She was always kind of nipping at your heels to get you going in the right direction. She was just kind of snippy, but she was an only child, and so that was okay. But then later on, when my oldest daughter got her dog, that was a problem.
So the thing about Dolce is she knows that she is the queen of everything and everyone around her. So when it comes down to it, whether she is the single child or not, she knows she is, and that's all that matters.
So we have Molly, who really was an only child, and then now we have Dolce, and she really knows she's the only child, and this is not a compatible situation.
So then we adopt Coco, and of course she's my emotional hot mess. And she integrates well into our family, but then she bonds with Molly really by her desire to climb the fence and lick Molly's ear, and that was kind of the key to Molly's heart. I never knew that the average life expectancy of a big dog is 13 years, and when Molly hit 15 years, she starts declining. And one day she peed in the house and it was blood, and she just looked at me like, what's happening? I took her to the vet, and the vet said, it's time.
So for me, the before, I remember us having our family friend come with us. We were saying our goodbyes in my mom's car, and afterwards paying the bill and getting her collar and being told that that was that and it was done. And it's kind of weird that that's the things that I remember the most about that.
The other thing I really clearly remember is I was holding Molly. She was 35 pounds, and she was like in my arms. And I remember when they gave her the shot. And I remember feeling her life leave her body. And then I knew when she was gone, and that's my biggest memory. The 4 of us were wailing. It was extreme distress of the soul, and it's like any time you lose anyone or anything that's very, very loved and important to you, and it was like it was being torn from us, and it was very painful, and we expressed it verbally. So Molly passes, and now I have Coco and I have Dolce, and then Coco has a bunch of babies, and that's how I ended up with this guy. But we all live together as a very happy family, but they're getting older, and I have to start thinking about, what are we going to do? Like, what is this going to look like? I have to wonder. I think any dog lover or any dog owner could tell you how much fun it is to own one of these guys, how fulfilling it is. And I don't think any of us want to talk about losing them. It's kind of like losing a family member. Nobody wants to talk about that. My advice would be do the best you can to prepare for their future, and then just never forget the ones that you have loved and lost.